Some of the steps as a leader that I think I had to put into place to make room for STEM learning and also for co-design learning in our school was to free our school up of some of the programs that were in place.
I think when a teacher is expected to deliver too many programs, it's overwhelming, and trying to fit everything into already quite a curriculum that's probably got so much that we have to try and teach. It's just too hard to then be flexible, to be creative.
If you visit Morphett Vale Primary School, one of the things that you'll notice with us is that student voice and STEM learning is really embedded in all of our classrooms, but it has a slightly different look in each classroom that you go into, or each PLC of classrooms. Some of the things that you would see if you came to visit Morphett Vale Primary School is a really rich STEM play-based learning in our junior years, in our preschool and also in our junior primary classrooms. We have just developed with our students a new nature play space garden that has an Indigenous theme. Inside our school has a really large shared space which is used a lot by our teachers for their STEM learning. Other things you'll see is a program called Discovery Time, which is also a play-based learning approach, but it has a little bit more structure, has an inquiry cycle to it.
With play, we can bring in a lot of science focus. There's lots of ability to bring in mathematics, and it's a very natural way to get the children engaged in STEM. And I think children arrive at school already having lots of abilities and skills in regards to science and mathematics, and it's about us as educators to facilitate that learning within our classroom.
Some of the really positive outcomes that we've seen from STEM learning opportunities in our school, and some of them were quite unexpected. Firstly, the involvement of our girls. We found that some of them were a little bit reluctant at first, but by the end of about 5 weeks of being involved in our STEM learning, our girls were really interested, really involved, and they were picking things to learn about that they weren't traditionally picking. Initially, a lot of the girls in that particular reception year 1 class chose to present their work through posters and making books. But as the term went on and we did lots of little spotlight lessons around making joints and moving parts and things like that, we had a lot more girls by the end of the term choosing to make models and to build things. We thought that was a really positive outcome.